Hi, welcome to Nasco Bay Speed Shop. You're with Jules Knight with FJ Holden Jive talking. We're doing a series talking about accessories and handy hints and things you need in your car and stuff like that. So I just wanted to take a moment to talk to people about the documentation and books and literature and things that they need. When I first got my FJ when I was 17, I think the first thing that went wrong for this car that supposedly had a new engine, a new gearbox and a new set of brakes in the first 9 months. The engine, the gearbox and the brakes were all replaced. And the first thing to fail was a timing gear coming back from the Gold Coast. So that was a bit of an education, particularly for a young person, and it was really daunting because you don't know where to start, particularly on a car. Grey motors are really simple. And as it turned out, you learn more with time. So what I would recommend is everybody needs one of these. So this is the shop manual, the workshop manual. This tells you, how to work on your car. Now really, it's not only instructions and illustrations and photos, but it's a bunch of procedures that tells you, irrespective of whether you're talking about a wheel bearing or a diff, or the electrical diagram, or whatever is the case, or how do you get a switch out, or anything like that. It pretty much tells you everything. It's a book of procedures, so it's a matter of following the step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4. You follow it religiously, and then you get the end result. And so that might be to disassemble something, or take it off, or take it apart, and then it's the reverse to reinstall it. So these are terrific. This one's in not bad condition. I've had this, it was probably since about 1985, I suppose. I had a bit of a ratty one first, but anyway, this is a much better quality. Now you'll also see the Master Parts catalogue. This helps you. There's either this one or that one. Now, before I talk about these, let me just say, for our owners who are viewers who are owners of the FX model, you'll have several. You'll have the you'll have like a book about the FX before it was even released. There will be a light colour silvery type workshop manual, and then there'll be probably the more popular green one. Very, very similar to this, because they are similar cars except for suspension and grille and some other bits and pieces. Identical car. The FX manual even has the schematics in there for how to mount the Air Chief radio, whereas the FJ doesn't have that. But anyway, just moving along, the Master Parts catalogue's really good, because you can look up if you find a part, if it's online, or you're a swap meet or something like that, and you can find, if you've got a part number, where you can actually look it up what it's supposed to be, or if you've got a part number, it's a case of you can find out what it is. So from that perspective, and it doesn't matter whether it's a shackle pin or a kingpin bearing or a valve assembly or a horn assembly. For instance, here's a exploded picture of all the things that you need for a pump. That's for your fuel pump. So from that perspective, these are really good, and they work hand in hand with the workshop manual, so that you actually get all the right bits and pieces so that you can work on it. But if you've got the workshop manual, it actually makes your life a lot easier, because, like I mentioned, it's a book of procedures. Now, I photocopied these ones. So this one was up to EJ. I've got an FJ one inside. It's a blue brochure, but these are your accessories, and you can even find these online. They do a reproduction, one of them, and it's blue and red. So this is about the EJEH era. So it's got sort of everything from 1948 through to EJ. And then the edition, same type of edition from 1970 for the HK, HT, G series, and you know, mud flaps, mouldings, anti-glare mirrors, still in 1970. The gear lever, same as the FJ, it's got a gear lever lock. Cigarette lighter, same as the FJ. They didn't change their recipe much. Handrail, same as the FJ. So, you know, they're on a successful formula, and let's face it, they couldn't make the FXs and the FJs fast enough. You know, 48% of cars at the time were all Holden, so they were trying to make it as quickly as they possibly could because they could not satisfy demand. Now, the other things that you'll find in your glove box will be, for each car, they've got an owner's manual. Now, I'll just try and be very careful with this, because I've kept it good for many years. I think they are reproduced now, but this is an original one. Nice little owner's manual for the glove box, and that just gives you handy information on the car. It's got all the superficial stuff that you could think about that's on there, from the idiot lights to the keys to the buttons to the starter to the gears. But it's yeah, not bad information. Electrical system, what to do with the finish, dents and scratches, care and maintenance, and so on. So, you know, you would get that, but you'd also get you know, one of these swinger tags off the choke. You know, there would be a choke swinger tag there, and they'd open the choke and just put this there, and it was saying some of the chrome plated parts in this car have clear enamel protective finish. Okay. Important notice: the use of abrasives for cleaning or polishing may destroy or damage this protective finish. Wash only with cold water. Do not use hot water, steam, strong soaps, or strong detergent. Refer to the instructions in the owner's manual on the care of new type chrome. Dealer, do not remove this tag. So it's there for all and sundry. And the other little thing that they had was like a little housekeeping book. So I'll just sort of endeavour to open this while we're going. Now, I know in later years they added a little bit of colour to the front, but basically it's the same little publication, and it's called Good Housekeeping. Right? So it's just a little book that tells you how to clean the car, how to look after it, you know, cleaning of the fabrics and so on, what to do if you've had dogs in the car, water spots, tar spots, nausea, shoe polish, mildew, lipstick, all sorts of things. And that went with your owner's manual. So that's the Good Housekeeping book. Now, just as a hint, mine is in really ratty, dirty condition, people having dirty hands and handling things and so on. So I'll take a day when I've got clean hands and a new eraser, and I'll just gently go over all of that very, very carefully to you know, try and get it as white as possible, to try and make it nice, to try and get it as brand new as I possibly can, to get rid of all the black marks and the dirt and whatever else has been left on it over its lifetime until now. So that's what I would sort of touch on for you know, literature, to be able to learn more about the FJ. Now, I talked about the workshop manual and I talked about the master parts catalogue, but what I wanted to show you in there, and we've got a little bit of time, and you'll also pick up, where you can, advertisements of the day, and that will have the accessories in there, you know, really just selling. You know, Holden had the Accelerator magazine, which is what they distributed to their dealers every month, telling them what was coming out and specials and things like that. And, you know, Father's Day is coming, so, you know, get these products out there for Dad, all those types of things. But in the owner's manual, what is really good information is a list of the accessories and the Holden brochure. I've got a Holden brochure for an FJ upstairs, and it's not only got the sales brochure, but it's also got an accessories brochure in it as well. So this will give you what the accessories are, and also the numbers, and then the numbers correspond with the list, and then the list tell you what they are. So they've got external, the dash, the interior, you'll see the seat covers there, and also the exterior front there. So look, very interesting. It'll also talk about what accessories were also available. Things like the twin horn package, the battery filler, the aluminium rocket cover, the glare-proof mirror, the self-feed batteries, and the this is a really good one, the boot light. So things that were really ahead of their time, but they made terrific money for Holdens. You've also got the numbers for the accessories, so they could be ordered at the time, and also the universal accessories. So that just gives you a bit of an idea of books that you can buy to give you information, together with the Accelerator magazines that came out, and also the Holden newsletters. So I hope I've been some help in trying to get information and advice out there to people that want to foster the use and improve the FJ and FX Holdens that they have, and for that matter, other early model Holdens. But look, you've been with Jules Knight from Nasco Bay Speed Shop. We've got FJ Holden Jive talking, so I hope you've enjoyed the clip. Give me a like and subscribe, and we'll see you another time. Thank you.